Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. If it is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. While you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified of future videos. And if you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you so much. So we actually have already put out a very long and lengthy full review of the Carnival Vista, which I'm gonna link right up here. So what we wanted to do is kind of make some smaller, shorter videos, kind of highlighting different aspects. So this video in particular is gonna be about the food on the Vista. We've already done another video that highlights kind of the room of the Vista and the overall feel of it. So we're gonna jump into the food.
So first off, we were on the Vista for a 7-day cruise, and we hit Montego Bay, we hit the Grand Cayman, and Cozumel. Since we were on the ship for 7 days, we were able to enjoy a lot of their restaurants, and some we liked, some we did not. But let's start with the paid restaurant that we absolutely enjoyed.
Yeah.
What was it?
So we actually went to Cucina del Capitano, which is the Italian restaurant on board that's not included with your ticket. It is an add-on restaurant, but it was absolutely hands down fantastic. They took such good care of us. I couldn't have said better words about it.
But even with the sparkling wine and the entrees for both of us, and 2 desserts and 2 appetizers, it was not that expensive. I want to say it was around $50 actually. And then obviously we tipped and stuff on top of that. So there are 2 dining rooms, 2 main dining rooms on the Vista. Our dining room that was assigned to us was the Horizon dining room. We liked the Horizon dining room because of the location. It is in the aft part of the ship, and it has a lot of windows, so at dinner time we could watch the sunset. We did like that.
And one thing I want to note is our previous Carnival cruise was the Carnival Victory, and if you have anytime dining like we did, we always choose anytime dining. We were unaware of the fact that you needed to go to the maitre d's desk to get assigned a table. We were unaware of that. And that maitre d's line can be quite long in the evenings right before dinner. However, what we did learn is that on the Carnival Hub app, you can actually go in and request your table, and you will get a notification when your table is ready. I thought that aspect was absolutely fantastic because night 1, when we showed up to the dining room, they asked us, is your table ready? And we had no idea what they were talking about. So we made our way up to the maitre d's desk at that time, and the line was wrapped around the ship. So kudos to you guys for being able to streamline that process within the Carnival Hub app.
So definitely check that out when you guys set sail. And download the app before you get to the cruise. So at home, if you have a cruise booked, especially if it's coming up soon, make sure you download the Carnival
Hub
app.
Yeah.
Also, you can stay in contact with the Carnival Hub app and all that stuff. We did have the social media package, but we got into that in the long video, and we're talking about just dying on this one. So another few things that we liked, which are y'all's favorite as well. We liked Guy's Burgers. It was good. It was made fresh. You had your condiment bar, so you could put anything, any toppings you wanted on it. We did like that. We both ate that. The Blue Iguana Cantina, they have the tacos and the burritos. We both ate that. That was good.
So everyone knows about cruise buffets. For some reason, and we know better, we do know better, but whenever we go on a cruise, we have such high expectations for the buffet. And we're always let down just a little bit because the food quality, it's not fantastic. But what we have to do is set ourselves into perspective that they are cooking for thousands of people and crew, and we understand it's not going to be 5-star dining at a buffet. For what it was good food. But I will say it got a little monotonous because you would go in day after day and find the exact same things on the buffet, the same desserts, the same sides. Coleslaw and potato salad is served with everything that they offer. And I mean, it's hit or miss on your food temperature. It's hit or miss on the quality and taste of the food.
And even the dessert bar was kind of disappointing. I think that we had more variety on the Victory.
We did.
And I love my desserts. Another thing we liked and we enjoyed every night was the pizza place.
Yes. The pizzeria, which is, I think, on every Carnival ship. I mean, they're I believe, one of the only 24-hour spots on the ship. So you can always go get some really fresh, straight out of the oven pizza. And one thing that they did on the Vista, which was a great idea, is from the Carnival Hub app, you are actually able to order pizza to anywhere you are on the ship. Now there is, I believe, a $5 surcharge for that for each pizza. But if you are gambling in the casino, or if you're in your room and you just don't feel like walking all the way to the back of the Lido deck for some pizza, they will hand deliver it right to you.
Or if you're watching the movie and all that. And I know you just said on the Vista, however, it is on a lot more ships than the Vista. So you just need to check with carnival.com to see if that service is offered, because I know that they're streamlining it across the board on all their ships.
Now there were a few places that we didn't hit, like Gigi's Asian Kitchen and the Steakhouse. So we're not going to focus too much on that because we really don't have a solid review for that.
There were a lot of people there, though, when we walked by, because you can walk by on the 5th deck and see that. And Bonsai Sushi is another one that was busy that we did not visit. The Seafood Shack, there was always people there, and it looked good. The deli, there was always people there getting sandwiches and stuff, and they're open pretty late as well. I think it's like 11 o'clock,
yeah,
so that's another place that you can hit up. Every cruise said we were going to get a sandwich because they looked so good, but we don't.
We just haven't done it. I don't know why.
But yeah, so, and then obviously there's the ice cream machines, which are pretty much 24 hours.
24/7. So this brings us to our last final restaurant, and unfortunately our biggest disappointment on the ship. And that was Guy's Pig and Anchor BBQ. Unfortunately, it just didn't do it for us. I felt like, well, I didn't feel like they were only open on days that we were at sea, and they were only open for like a couple hours a day. And when you're having fun on a ship, it's so hard to keep time. Time just gets away from you. So every time we were on that side of the ship, we would kind of duck our head out just to see if they were open, and 9 times out of 10 they were closed. But I think it was like our last sea day, we made it a point. We are going to go get Pig and Anchor today. And we did.
And when we got there, there was a long line, as always. There was still plenty of food, so it wasn't like we got there last minute and there was only slim pickings. There was still plenty of food, and they had them in their dish on the warmers. The meat was dry. It had no real flavor to it, whether it be smoky or have any juice in it, if it was the pulled pork or the brisket or, the ribs. All of it was kind of dry. Then they had the coleslaw and potato salad, and they had the macaroni that we enjoy. Yeah, the macaroni and cheese.
I think my biggest complaint though was you're only open for 2 hours a day, and you know that people are gonna flock to come get this food. My meat was ice cold.
Yes. The mac and cheese was cold. It was disappointing, and living in one of the barbecue capitals of the nation,
we have high expectations.
But it was really disappointing because we were really looking forward to that added spot on the Vista.
Yeah. We were really excited. It was just such a letdown because of the quality of the food, and I get it. I know you're cooking for a lot of people, but I mean, you couldn't keep meat cold for a 2-hour service.
Yeah. And I would be interested because I know that the Horizon is in the Vista class, and they have Pig and Anchor is actually a brewery. So I'd be interested to see if they actually serve longer and if they're open every day and not just sea days, and if it's actually better. So maybe in the comments, if you have sailed on the Horizon, if you can go ahead and just leave us a comment and let us know. Or if you guys had a different experience than what we had, please, we want you guys to comment. We want to read your comments. And
maybe it was just not a bad day for us that we went.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's just it.
I mean, we're definitely going to give it a try again. Don't get me wrong. I'm always going to give everything a second try. You have so much you can do.
This is all our perspective. This is all our perspective when it comes to dining on the Vista. And we have different palates. And we know all of you all out there have different palates. So maybe what didn't work for us has worked for you, but we're open to have your guys' comments down below. So then people also, when they're watching this video, they can read those comments as well and see that, it's not just us, or maybe it was just us.
Yeah.
We're open to that.
If you had the same experience, let us know too, by all means.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah. Oh, also before we forget, there is room service 24 hours a day. During the day, there's a very large selection of complimentary items. There is also a late night menu where the food does have a nominal fee to it, but it's not bad. I mean,
No.
if you want 1 a.m. cheesecake, you can get 1 a.m. cheesecake. And
Or
we did.
chicken, fingers, and fries.
So guys, go ahead and give us a like on this video. Make sure you click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of any future videos that we put out. We're gonna try to do 2 a week. And again, we thank you so much for spending your time with us. And until next time.